All right, Sunday, May 18th. This is game one of the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Boston Bruins of my 1942 playoff. Again, I'm not doing any kind of replay or any kind of real life thing. I matched up Toronto and Boston, and I matched up Montreal and Detroit. So the best of five series between these two, the winner will play in the Cup. Again, I'm scoring it the way I've been playing it for the last few weeks. I like to use notebooks. I like to do shorthand. And I score a particular way. So hang in there. Let's see if Toronto, prior to Colorado landing the Avs in what was it, 94, 95, I was a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. However, I wasn't a huge hockey follower, but Toronto was the team I had an affinity for. Let's just put it that way. And then we got the Avalanche, and of course I became an Avalanche fan. So anyway, I'm rooting for Toronto here, so don't be shocked if you see me get excited when Toronto does something. All right, here we go, Toronto. It's going to be the Boston defense. First segment of the game, we tick it, and it's going to be that Boston defense, and they're poke-checking five, but I think, oh no, goal, so nope, defense. So Boston's defense, it would have been a goal for their offense. Boston's defense holds. So Toronto in the first segment, fighting hard, gets 2 shots on goal, but doesn't equate to any goals itself. In the net, by the way, for Boston is Brimsek. The netminder for Toronto is Baroda. And here we go. It's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs with lots of forechecking as they bang and check and board. And it's going to be 7, and the defense holds. There will be no score for Boston. Boston, though, does get off 1 shot on goal in that segment. So it's a big sheet of ice, folks, with lots of open spaces, and they're not taking chip shots. They're trying to set, both teams appear to be trying to set up really good shots on goal. And I don't blame them with these netminders, Brimsek and Baroda. 11-12. Remember, this is 1942-43 defense. It's going to be 12. It's a power play opportunity for Toronto. Now, they do have a chance if I can roll low. No, it's not going to be a goal. That's their second segment. Let's go ahead and find out how many shots. Toronto had a good segment, though, with 4 shots on goal. And Boston goes on the work. They win the faceoff. They're up the ice. They're on offense, and they're looking hard. 13 is going to be a power play opportunity for Boston. Boston, not a lot of options here, but 10-11, they are not going to score a goal. That is their second segment. And Boston, in that segment, gets only 1 shot on goal. Toronto, this is going to be a tight game, folks. Defense, again, Boston, measuring themselves against this Toronto offense, is going to blank them. And they are going to get 3 more shots on goal. So Toronto's winning the good looks with multiple shots on goal. Boston's only had 2 total shots on goal. Their third segment, it's going to be Toronto's defense. 13 is a power play opportunity for Boston. And here we go. Boston can score a power play goal on this defense. If I roll low, nope, no goal. How many shots did Boston get? 2. No shots on goal. So Boston has managed 2 shots in 15 minutes. Toronto's defense playing great. It's going to be the Boston defense. 17 is going to be nothing. So Toronto's not going to get a look, and they're going to shoot twice, though, in that segment. So Toronto still has a really good first period with lots of shots, but can't get past Brimsek. The Bruins, looking at the Maple Leaf defense, is going to be 13. It's another power play chance for the Bruins. They need Toronto to roll low. Nope, it's going to be a blanked again. Will Boston at least get some shots off? No, they get 1 shot. Toronto. So that segment, folks, as the horn sounds, it's 0-0. No goals scored. Toronto with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots on goal. And Boston with only 3 shots on goal. Toronto's defense playing keep away. Keep away, baby. Spread them out. Use your speed. Use your angles. And keep that puck in open spaces. Keep it away from the Boston. Wow. Can Boston get control of the puck and find a way? That's huge. Toronto's defense, phenomenal. I'm loving it. Red ice hockey, folks. Here we go. We have yet to see a goal. Second period, Toronto wins the faceoff. It's going to be that Boston defense. This could be interesting. 8 is usually bad. Goal! Toronto's going to put it on the net, baby. And they put it on the net with how many shots on goal? Toronto, we add 1 for the goal itself. So they get only 1 shot, folks, and it's a goal shot. Unbelievable. That is scored by 51. 51 is Bill Taylor, baby. So we're going to get a goal. Taylor. The assist is 1 assist. And it's going to be 72. 72 on that assist is Schreiner. That is sweet as heck. Holy cow. 1 shot in that segment, and it's on the net, baby. Brimsek is hitting the goalpost with his stick, frustrated with himself. How did that get through? I don't know, but they need Boston now to take charge. Boston's not offensively done a thing yet today. They've only had 3 shots on goal in 20-something minutes. Toronto's defense, this is what they don't want to see. 7, no goal. How many shots did Boston get? 6. Finally, they get multiple shots in that segment. Not good. Whoops, that was a tick. And they got 2 shots in that segment. Get rid of that. There we go. All right, Maple Leafs. They win the faceoff. They're on the offense. 11-12 is going to be a power play opportunity for the Maple Leafs. Here we go. Power play. They only have 2 chances. Not good either. And no, they're not going to. Wait a second. Nope, they're not going to score here on a power play. And 10, though, they are going to get 4 shots on goal as they work that power play to the best of their advantage. Boston's looking at the defense of the Maple Leafs. 8-9 is going to be an extra goal opportunity. And again, neither one of these guys give up the extra goal chance. So that's a no goal. Boston, 5, gets 1 shot on goal. So Boston is struggling to get shots, man. It's crazy. Maple Leafs in the 3rd segment. It's looking at their offense. 11-12. 15. 15 is a power play opportunity. 2nd power play opportunity for the Mapes. Here we go. And it's going to be 5-6. Normally low is good. They are not going to get a shot. Or they're not going to get a goal. And 4, they're only going to get 1 shot off in that segment. In the 15-minute mark, Bruins on offense. Finally, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to get a power play chance. And they're looking at their offense. They've got a little better chance than Toronto. 15, 13. Oh, they miss a goal by 1. Are you kidding? They missed their goal by 1. And their shots on goal. Whoops. Their shots on goal is 7. They're going to get 2 shots on goal. This is it. Final 5 minutes of the period. Toronto, nobody has scored. Well, yeah, we do have Taylor has scored a goal. Defense, it's 8, 9. 9 is going to be extra goal opportunity. Doesn't happen. That'll end the segment for Toronto. Toronto racks up 3 more shots on goal. That's going to give them 9 shots on goal for the period. And the final segment, 5 minutes, is offense. Boston is trying. 6, 7, 8. They're going to score. No! Boston hits a hole between goals. Can't do it. But they do get 2 more shots on goal, trying to hang in there. 6, 7. They're going to get 7 shots on goal for the period. And folks, it is 1-0 thanks to Taylor. 1-0 thanks to Taylor. 3rd period about to get underway. Holy cow. That is brilliant. And the Maple Leafs had 2 power play. We had, let's see here, we had a total of minimum 6 minutes of penalties in that 20 minutes. Now, again, there might have been a major in there or something. We don't know how long the power plays are. But let's assume there were 6 total minutes of power play in that segment. The first segment, there were 8 minutes of power play going on in the first period, I should say. Second period was 6 minutes of power play going. So it's a pretty standard. It's not a whole lot of ugly going on here. But Boston has had only 10 shots on goal. Toronto has outshot them 2-1. It's 20-10 in shots on goal. And of course, Toronto holds the 1 goal edge with that information. So the Boston fans are getting very nervous. Brimsek in the locker room comes out fresh-faced, realizing that that goal, he's just going to have to live with that goal. But he's coached up his players and told them, get it back, guys, and I won't let you down in the final period. If you can get 2, gentlemen, I won't let you down, says Brimsek. Toronto on offense, and the face-off, they open up, and they're looking strong, 5-6. It's going to be another goal. So they're right there. They're going to tear the heart out of Boston fans as Brimsek has relinquished another goal on how many shots? Oh my God, and worse, only on 2 shots. So he gives up the goal on 2 shots. Who gets this goal for Toronto? 81, baby. It's going to be Pratt. So Pratt's going to score here. How many assists? There's only 1 assist again, and this time 30. It's going to be Hill. So Hill sets up Pratt, and it's a dinger off the back of Brimsek as it clears, dings the bar, and bounces off his back into the goal. Brimsek mad, but it's really maybe a little help from the gods, the hockey gods, for that goal to fall on Brimsek's head. Here we go. Now Boston's in deep trouble. They've got to come back for 2 and find a third. Now Detroit last game found a way, scoring 3 in a row in quick succession. Let's see if Boston can do the same here. No, the Maple Leaf defense not messing around. 12. It's going to be a power play opportunity, though. Power play opportunity. And if I roll low, there's a chance. No chance. So their segment done. How many shots did Boston? They have to. No shots on goal. My God, Boston is just absolutely trusting Brimsek to win this. And it's too late. They're down 2 goals. They've got to get a shot off. The Toronto defense is suffocating. Toronto's second roll. It's going to be the Boston defense. This is maybe a goal, 7, 8, 9. No extra goal chance. Won't go. How many shots did Toronto get in that segment? 9. They got 3 shots on goal. Boston now really hurting. They got to get going here. It's going to be the Maple Leaf defense. 9 is no goal. Can Boston at least get some shots off? 11. Yes, they finally step it up, get 4 shots on goal, but it ain't enough. They haven't put it on the net yet. Defense. Third segment. Maple Leafs are looking at the Boston defense. 9, 10, 11 is going to be a power play opportunity. The only second power play opportunity this. And again, if we roll low, Boston could give something up. And 9, 10, 11 is no goal. Toronto gets how many shots? Holy cow, they put 4 more shots on goal. So Toronto's not going to leave this up to chance. Boston facing, they're on offense. So they win they poke check it away in the center ice, and they're on the run. 6-7 is a goal. They match it. Finally, Boston's going to get something here. With only 2 shots on goal, they're going to score. And Boston fans jump to their feet as they hear that horn sound. 68 is going to get this. Gallagher with the goal. Assists. We're going to get 2 assists on this. And it was 88. It was Goydin. Goydolin and 4. Goydolin and Cowley, of course. Goydolin and Cowley, oh my God. And folks, it is now 2-1. Boston fans now chanting as they know they have a chance to knock this up late. Final segment for Toronto. 1 more goal might put it away. It's going to be offense. 6, 7, 8. It's going to be a goal. Look at that. So Toronto did not need to be coached up. They're going to score the game killer, and they're going to get 5 shots on goal to do it. Oh my God. That goal is scored by 27. That's going to be Apps. So Apps gets the goal. How many assists? We're going to get 2 assisters on this. It's going to be 49. 49 is Stewart. First assist. And the second assist, 52, is going to be Davidson. Holy cow. And the Boston fans now seated, shocked, as they've seen Brimsek give up 3 goals. 2 in the final period. But you can't really blame Brimsek when you're letting them outshoot you 3-1. This is it. We got to go for the empty net opportunity. So 10 and below, the Bruins will get an empty net chance. 22. Nope. So they just get the final segment. No chance to win the game. Well, with 2 goals actually could tie the game. Yes, if I roll a 3 or 4, if I roll offense 3 or 4, they can actually tie the game, folks. So hold your breath. Defense, and that could have done it on defense too, but you'd have to roll. Oh my God, and we would have almost done it. Look at this. 3, 4, 5. That is killer. And no goal then. Toronto's defense is freaking amazing. No goal. Holy cow, that would have been close. It would have been a goal for Boston on offense. and 11, though Boston finally gets 4 shots off late, but too little too late, as Brimsek is irritated by the output of the Boston shooting. We can't win. You can't score. You don't shoot. That's the old adage. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots on goal for Toronto on the road. 8, 9, 10 shots on goal for Boston. Folks, that's 25, 34 shots on goal for Boston. Toronto. And they're going to win this game 3-1. 3-1. Son of a gun. And shots on goal 10, 20. And only 20 shots on goal. And they're going to win it 3-1. It's going to be Toronto leading the series. Toronto series 1-0. Son of a gun, folks. Thanks for watching. This has been Red Ice Hockey. I'm tracking my stuff in a notebook. I don't use score sheets. Rarely do I use score sheets. And that's what it looks like. Segment ticks, shots on goal, total shots on goal, score if there is one. And then, of course, if there's a score, I write down Taylor, the assist. And, of course, at the end of the period, I track the goals, 1-0. And there it is, right? And then I just log power plays over here, so I just know how much time has been aggressive. And there it is. Toronto wins their first game of the 5-game series, 3-1 on the road. And a reminder, Montreal was up 2-0, and Detroit blew up in the second with 3 unanswered goals to win that game. And then, of course, neither team scored in the third. And Detroit winning this series with a 3-2 victory over Montreal. So, again, these are best of 5, and then I'll play a best of 7 between the two winners of these. Thanks for watching. This has been Red Ice Hockey.